What's up, guys? Young Ace Boots here. Shout out to all my ninjas and key noichis. And today, we are talking about ninja news. Now, today in Ninja News is a new, a new segment that we're gonna be doing on the channel. Me covering news, patch notes, new characters, and stuff like that. Let's do it the proper way. You know what I mean? So today we are reacting to Tekken 7 patch notes, and there's a lot that came in, a lot of controversy, a lot of hate, and a lot of people that love it. So the first thing we got is Harong. Now, Harong is somebody that I love to play. I would say he's like my second main. He's got a lot of new buffs, So what I'm seeing right now is 3 and 4, change the damage to 12 to 14. Man, now that's gonna do a lot right now. Also, you have his, Hell Sweep, but instead, it's increased the lower range of the attack. So what it's actually doing is, matter of fact, so what it's talking about is that right there. So obviously that just has more range to it. So let me actually take them off standing guard real quick. So that has more range to it, which actually it does, man. That's actually crazy. I think you can hit that on the ground now. If that's what it was actually saying, I'm not sure, but it looks pretty good so far. So far, that looks pretty good. Like, I don't have no objections to it. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm actually gonna pull it up on my PS4 because it's transferring back and forth is actually a hassle. His launcher, from what that has right now, it says the frame. Change the frame advantages on block to 10 frames to 8 frames. So that means it's safe. So any Harong players that uses that, you guys are safe, bro. Like, nobody's gonna be touching you or anything like that. You can do once you see that blue come out, you're completely safe. Nobody can hit you. They cannot punish you anymore. Also, he has his rising 4/4. So they changed that damage output to 13 to 16. So that's gonna help even more. Then you got his sidestep 4, which is basically like a low sweep. It says increase the lower range of the attack. So now doing that is actually going to be a lot useful than what it was before. Like, even before, it was still useful, but I like that it increased the range because we don't have to be on the opponent. All right, and then another thing that we do have is we have while in right stance, corner forward down, 3. So that one right there is his real quick mid kick. Like, if you know what that is, you know. I can't really show everything right now. I wish I could. All right, and it says the next one is while in right stance, back 2. So his back 2 is basically his hit, his down hit. So when you do that, what that did is, oh sorry, I didn't read the other one. The other one is change the frame advantage when blocked from 11 frames to 9 frames. And with his right stance for his punch, it actually says change the frame advantage when blocked from +2 to +4. Bro, that's gonna add a lot more leeway time for us actually to attack. Like, they are doing all the right things right now for Harong. All right, and another thing, we have his Stomp. So basically, in right flamingo stance, his Stomp changed to damage from 11 to 14. Oh man, I'm about to be having fun with him. And here we go. Xiaoyu's another person that like, one of the only females that I really actually main in this game. Kazumi is like another person that I really main. That's somebody that I really like playing. So with her down 3/4, changed the move and sent the opponent spinning when it hits with them in midair. So now that adds to more combo advantage for her actually doing that. Then you have her down her down back 4. Change the damage to 12 to 14. So when it comes with just that move, that little kick, that's actually going to be a really good, useful poking move when it comes to that. Then you have her back. Oh, this is something that I use a lot, especially if you want to change your stance. So this one is actually back 2-2. Change the damage to 10 to 15 frames. Change the opponent's behavior when the move lands as a counter hit. So I'm gonna have to go to practice mode to actually see what that can do. I wish I can actually bring it up on my laptop, but we're gonna do that next time, so I don't want to waste up too much time. And then we have her back 3. Change the frame advantage when blocked from -4 to +2 frames. That is useful. Now I don't have to worry. That's now she has even more pokes to even do. I'm not even gonna lie. A lot of the stuff that's actually put on here, it's good that they're safe. They're doing some good stuff when it comes to the players, but I think they're doing this. That's why they can see these players in tournament more and win more. I'm surprised I don't see Gigas on here, or I don't see Asuka, because she needs some really good low pokes or low moves. Um, there's like actually a few people I don't agree with people saying how Lars and Lay or how Law and Lee are weak, because at the same time I've played with them. I used to main them, and on top of that, my cousin Black Star, he actually mains them, and he does pretty good with them, no problem. Next time I can bring him on the channel and I can get his input on it, and then you guys can actually go out, and since he's actual main, he actually plays them. So let's go back to the Xiao Yu while crouching, her okay. So her down forward 4-4. Change the damage to 10 to 10 to 13 to 13. So each one of those are going to be taking away a lot. Then you have her during Phoenix, forward 4-4. Change the damage to 10 10 to 13 13. This is actually really good, like for her. All Xiao Yu players, Sharon players. I'm trying to speed through this because we're gonna get to the main problem why everybody's actually complaining right now, which I don't see a problem. One thing we have her back towards enemy. That is her her back towards enemy 3. Change the frame advantage when blocked from 19 to 14 frames. Are you serious? Shorten the recovery time after the move hits by 3 frames. That is ridiculous. Okay, and then we have one buff for Brian. I don't know if he even needed one. We have his down to down back. Change the damage from 21 to 23. Change the frame advantage hit from 4 to 5. I don't even think he needed this. To be honest, I don't think he needed this at all. And then we have Heihachi. His health sweep. So basically, this is his electric. His electric shortened the recovery time after move misses by 3 frames. Yo. So his electric is completely safe off whiff. And it's safe off whiff. Kazuya. Okay, his down back 4 increase lower damage to attack. So bro, I can hit off the ground now with Kazuya. I can actually use that for a poking move to hit off ground. Okay, I don't have to stomp or do any other stupid stuff. Kazuya, same thing, shortened by 3 frames. So this electric cannot be punished anymore. Not unless you whiff it, and they are really good at reacting. But now I'm fine. I don't have to worry about that anymore, because that's one of his main tools. If you know how to play Kazuya, Kazuya's like, I would say, in my opinion, one of the hardest people to play, only because he's a basic character and he's known for 50-50s. That's it. He hits like a train, but he's known for 50-50s. Like, you have to be really skilled for him to pick him up. Let's see, another thing that we got. We have his Hell Sweep. increase the move tracking. So the hell sweep tracks now. Bruh. The hell sweep tracks. Okay. I think this is good. I don't see a problem with this with any machine. So this is like universal. This is literally universal for any machinist. I don't see any problem with this at all whatsoever. The only thing that I don't see a problem with anything. Even when it comes to the hell sweep, because even if you try to sidestep it now, you cannot block it. You would have to time that to sidestep early to predict your opponent. That's fine with me. That's okay. So let's go down to Asuka, right? So Asuka did probably get some. Oh wait, no, decreased. Okay, so her three four simultaneously decrease the distance between the character and the opponent when the move hits. Okay, so that's actually good. Then we have her forward 1 down 4. That one shortens the recovery when canceling the move with bro. Okay, so we did get some buffs for her. We got some buffs. Change. Okay, so we got her actually is that 2 plus 3. Change the time of punching parries effects from 7 to 15 frames to 4 to 15. Wait a minute, what? Are you serious? That's actually amazing. I don't see. Okay, so Asuka did get some amazing buffs. All right, then we have her down 1 plus 2. Fix an issue with mid-air damage, deferred from damage on the ground, reduces the strength of pushback, and made the move easier to land. So now it's easier, you guys, to land this move. Change the time crouching status from 15 to 39 frames to 10 to 39 frames. That, I don't know if that's good or not. If any Asuka characters or Asuka mains, let me know if that's actually good or not, because I'm not really sure. And then let's see, you have Rising 1. Reduce the strength of the pushback and made the move easier to land. So, she's actually more in your face now. There's no... So, usually when it comes to Asuka, and when I'm fighting Asuka, especially when I'm Kazuya, I sometimes rely on stuff like this for her pushbacks. And then they have to make their way back to me to where I can counter, electric, do down forward 2, so that's something that I would rely on. So you guys are actually good. You have Devil Gem, same electric, shorten the recovery time after. So it's universal. This is actually universal. So every single Mishima can now electric without getting punished. So I wonder if that's actually for Jin though. Does that count for Jin? We also got his Hell Sweep, increased move by tracking. So Devil Jin is even more of a problem than what he was before. Way more of a problem than what he was before. Then you have his Wild Rising 2, which is basically an uppercut move. It reduces the strength of pushback and made the move easier to land. So now I do not have to worry about anything when it comes to that. I don't really play him. I play him casually. I was thinking about maining him. Didn't really get to. But, we also have Lily. So this is, like I said, I'm going through the whole patch notes. This is for everybody that's actually into this and has their own character abide by this. So we have Lily. This is one thing that I think while I was running into Lily's, it's hard for me. It is hard for me to beat Lily now. So we have her forward 3. Change the move to send the opponent spinning when it lands as a counter hit. Oh my god. Okay. We have down 1 plus 2, reduces the strength pushback and made the move easier to land. Increase the range of the attack when successfully stopping opponent's attack. So now she has more range to hit. You have to play a Lily game. You cannot play your game at all. I don't care who you are. You can be Harong. You can be Xiao Yu. You can be Safina. you're not controlling the match. If you're playing it Lily, you have to rely on her matches. You cannot do anything about it. And then you have quarter circle forward 2. Change the frame advantage on block to 10 to 9 frames. Okay, so a little bit, just a little bit more annoying than what it would be. Dragunov, you have down 3 plus 4. Fix an issue with the move properties deferred from those of down down 3. Okay, so I would have to actually see that when it actually comes down to it. So we have Leo, her for down forward 2. Fixing an issue with the distance on the opponent when it hits was affected to the counter hits. All right, so she has some counter hits when it comes to that. Okay, so that's just one little buff. Nina, she has a few now. Nina, her down back 2. Change the opponent's behavior when the move lands as a counter. I have to check that out. I want to see what that actually does. If you're actually able to do a lot more than what you used to. We have her down back 3. Change the frame advantage upon hit from +3 frames to +4 frames. So that's just a slight buff. We have her back 2. Change the move to homing attack. Now there's no whiffing when it comes to that. And then you have her quarter circle forward 3. Change the crouching status from 16 to 49 frames, 10 to 49 frames. Ah, man. So now people can't really do too much with that. It's not cheap. During sidestep, change the frame advantage on block to 15 to 14 frames. So they're actually able to do a lot. Now, here comes what people are actually looking forward to as well. Akuma, quarter circle back 1. Change the frame advantage to block 9 frames to 12 frames. Change the frame advantage upon hit to 1 to 4 frames. That now is unsafe. You cannot use that as a safe move to actually make it be safe, because a lot of people would actually do a combo. It would either whiff or they would block it to where they would use that move, so flaming fireball, to make that move safe. You cannot do that anymore. So he is finally unsafe when it comes to that. Now his down forward, change the frame advantage to what? Change the frame advantage to 20 to 17%. So that's actually a good buff. He has another buff, which I don't think he needs that. His 4-4-4, change this opponent's behavior when the move lands as a counter hit. So I hope that doesn't mean like a stagger to where they fall, or to where that's just leading up to combo damage. I don't know. Now, here's Lee. Lee, change the damage to 13 to 15 for his down back 3. Decrease the distance between the character and opponent when the move hits. So now he can actually... So what I'm actually seeing is they didn't really give people buffs. What they did is they changed the frame advantage. That's why you'll be able to get in on your opponent and stay in on your opponent. That's what it seems and looks like right now. So his back 4 shortens the recovery time after the move misses by 5 frames. So that's okay. That's not really too much. So he'll be okay. It's a quick recovery, but I don't know. Tell me that on how bad that is actually when he actually whiffs that on normal. So you have his back 3-4 enables the move to cause a wall bound if it hits. So now you can actually have more combo potential with Lee. If anything, I want to see people, if they hit this move, how much damage you can actually get. I have to see. Like I said, I don't know much about him because I haven't played him in a while, but I want to see the damage potential that he has now. Now you have time with enemy punch. Oh, so this is the parry. Change the move to send the opponent spinning when it hits on in midair. Uh, so instead of actually them getting hit, or just them getting hit, would that be like? Would that be them getting hit to the ground? I wonder. Eddie, I'm not really interested in Eddie. Um, because he's completely fine. So if you guys want to know, backup one, fix an issue with the moves properties differs from the other characters. We have 4-4-4-3, increase the range of the attack. No wonder people are using that move now. I was versing the Eddie. He was pretty good. He's actually in my video, in the video of the Funky Ram video that I did online. I actually got hit by that move, and it was ridiculous range. I don't think he needed that. That's something that I think right there is just unnecessary. So going to Miguel, his rage art behavior changes. So what that did, because I versed a few of them already, is that when he hits you, like he'll hit you like this and hit you like that, and then you start spinning to where that leads up for more combo damage for him. Through his Savage mode, his 1+4 can now hit consecutively. So now nobody's going to be whiffing that. Nobody's going to be whiffing that second hit. His Savage stance, I believe that's his kick. His, is that forward or down? I don't know. I'm thinking this is forward and this is back, but you guys can look at it. His down back 3, change the damage to 20 to 23. So that's even going to be more of a problem. During his rage, okay, so we're going to Geese. My bad. So Geese. So during his rage, so basically, it's not that strong anymore. So during his rage drive, if you know how to do the inputs and stuff like that, it changed the damage to 25 to 20%. So I guarantee that's still going to be probably the best move in the game, but it's actually weak now. You have his down back 1-4 during max mode. Down back 1+2-4. Change the damage to 20 to 15%. Oh man, so they're just chopping down on Geese. I don't know. I don't think they should, because he's getting nerfed to the freaking ground now. Then you have his back 1+2. Change the frame advantage when blocked from -7 frames to -12 frames, which I don't think he needed. Decrease the distance between the character and opponent when the move is blocked. So now you can't get, now with Geese, you have to work even harder to get in on your opponent. Change the frame advantage hit upon, change the advantage upon hit from +4 frames to +1 frames. That's okay. That's fine. But I don't think, it's still not useful. It just makes him it just makes him safe. But you can't do anything at all at it. You know? His Wild Rising 3, decrease the move tracking. So now that doesn't have any tracking. So basically, Geese got a nerf, which I don't think he needed it at all. There was no reason for him to get nerfed at all. For whatever reason why they did that. Like, I can see Akuma, yes, I can see that, because now he's fair. Geese, he already got nerfed to where now you have to work even harder. Like, I just think, in my opinion, that the reason why they're doing this is for other characters to be played in the game, and for people to find that out and then use them in tournament. That's what I think this is. So, we're going to Anna. 1-3. Decrease the distance between the character and the opponent when the move hits. So again, another character that is not really useful into tournament. Now you're able to actually get in on the opponent. Her corner forward down 4. Change the damage to 14 to 17. Now she's even stronger. During Chaos Judgment 3. Change so the opponent is countered as being midair when counter hit. Whoa. So yeah, she's getting buffed. While Rising 3, decrease the stance between the character and the opponent when hits moves. Same thing with crouching uh, 4 crouching 2. Then we have Lei. This is a lot of people that I'm actually seeing on there too. Lei is another person that I play, but it's not really a main, but I wouldn't mind maining him. It might happen because I might drop Kazuya from being a main only because he's so difficult to play and is not going to really win any tournaments. Like, I would have to be really fluent at it, like very fluent. And shoot, you barely see JDCR or Arsenal Ash barely play him like that, man. Like, or Arsenal Ash, sorry. Freaking Anakin play him, you know. So we have Lei. 1-1. Decrease the distance between the character and the opponent. Okay, so same thing. You're actually up on the opponent. It's not pushed back. Change the damage to 12 to 15. That's actually useful now. That's even more useful. I'm not gonna say it's not useful, but it's even more useful. So now you have his down back 4 forward. Speed up the timing at which the opponent attack can be blocked by 5 frames. Okay. Okay. So you can do a lot of punishment now. Snake, change the damage to 15. Snake 3. This is Snake 4. So in Snake 4, his kick does 15 frames, so 2% more than what he's doing before. You have his Dragon. His Dragon 3. Change the damage to 11 to 14. Change the frame advantage when blocked from 15 to negative 15 frames to negative 13 frames. So now, like I said, they're actually going to be more in your face. Change the frame advantage upon hit 2 to 4 frames. So now he's even super safe. He can pop. Now he's going to be applying more pressure than what he was before. And then we got a leeway, the Nerfed King. So we have 1+4 first hit. Fix an issue where hitting the opponent back had them switching places. Yeah, that was weird. Then we have his 1+2, 1+2 first hit, same thing. And that's everything. When it comes down to it, guys, I don't think that these people needed any of these. Like, I'm happy about the wrong one. I'm happy about Xiao Yu, and I'm happy about the Mishimas. I think that's fine. To me, I don't think there's a problem with that at all, whatsoever. Anna, I don't think there's a problem with it. Lei, I don't think there's a problem with it. Geese, I think was unnecessary. On top of that, the people that I think that should have been in here for the patch notes, you know, like I said, Gigas is one of them. Gigas has not been touched. Has not had anything applied to him. Would I like to, as much as I don't like fighting Lars, you know, I think that's something Lars needs something too, but I don't think he needs it actually. Only because there is so much combo potential with him. I think he's perfectly fine. Like, there's nothing, I don't think he's like to where he's low tier. I don't think he's low tier at all. Like, he has the spacing that he can get. He can close in on any opponent that he wants to. He has more than just 50-50s that you have to choose from when he's actually either hitting you high, mid, or low. Like, I think he's perfectly fine. Lee, on the other hand, I think he needs it. Because with Lee, there's a lot that is predictable with him because he's basically a washed down Law. Now, Law, on the other hand, that's somebody I think that needs to be nerfed. As much as I like Law, as much as I like Forest Law too, I think that Law needs to be nerfed in some areas because when it comes to Law, there's a lot of things that you cannot do. Even from the beginning of the match. Like, you have to make sure you're on your P's and Q's. But I think when it comes to a lot of casual players as well, that's going to be a hard thing for people. A hard thing for people to actually verse. So, this is it for the Ninja Dudes, man. I hope you guys like the patch notes of Tekken 7. If you guys want to see more of this, let me know. Hit me up in the comments. I know it's probably not going to get too many views because this is actually a new segment. But if you guys liked it, please subscribe today to join that Ninja Academy, man. Subscribe today. Like, it only takes a few seconds, man. That's it. Assassinate that like button. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace, love, positivity. Hit that bell. Hit that bell not to miss any of this coolness, man. Peace, love, positivity. I'm out.
Son, he gon' hit you where it hurts. Pull up to the if he get bite, that's a motherfucking bully. You shooting these vids like a motherfucking movie. Don't take your biz, that's a motherfucking movie. Take no this, this motherfucking fun. If you hate on this, it's a celebrity tongue, yeah. No, got the swag with a drip, yeah. I ain't got the bully with the clips, yeah. When I take a shot, never miss. No, I'm making niggas kryptonite. Every time I hop on music, speakers backing. When I'm bumping.